Hello everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Karima. I run a beauty blog called shamelessfreebrews.com and that will be linked in the description box below. And today I'm really excited to bring to you my first YouTube video. It will be a look that's kind of metallic and grunge inspired, using the new Yves Saint Laurent palette that I purchased yesterday. And this is the Pure Chromatics in number 6. This is designed to be used wet and dry. And I told myself that I wouldn't purchase this palette, but I passed it in store and then I stopped and then I swatched it and it basically bought itself and I was defenseless. So I hope you guys enjoy the look and let's get started. Okay, so I've done my brows first and now I'm going to go straight to foundation, and I'm going to use Armani Lasting Silk, which if you know anything about me, it's my favorite foundation ever. It's holy grail material. And I'm going to use a mixture of 4 and 5.5. I'm going to use a MAC 190 brush. It's a paddle brush to apply this, and I'm actually going to dampen it with a bit of Ombre Release Rose water toner, and that's just to sheer out the foundation because it is a medium coverage foundation. I prefer it to be a bit sheerer, so I'm just going to spritz it. So I've gone and I've primed my eyes with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and we're going to get on to using the eyeshadows. I've decided first to use a black base, and for that I'm using Chanel Illusion d'Ombre in Mirifique, and it is a black color that looks like this. And I'm going to apply that with a MAC 217 all over the lid and just into the crease, but not too far up. I'm also going to run a bit of the Mirifique underneath my lower lash line, just to give it a smokier look. I'm going to keep going with that eye because I feel like with cream bases you do have to work relatively quickly. So I'm going to go straight to the eyeshadow, and here is the quad. It's very pretty. I'm going to take, I actually hadn't decided what I was going to do until this point, so we're just going to start and hope for the best. I'm actually going to use this wet because it is a wet and dry palette and subtlety is not my strong point. I always go for the strong. So I'm going to take my MAC 239 and I'm going to again wet it with my Ombre Release Rose toner. I'm going to take the green and I'm going to apply that into the inner half of my eyelid over the black base. Okay, so now that I've done the inner half of the eyelid with the green shade, I think what I'll do is I'll take the other side of the same brush and I'm going to take the purple shade. It's a plummy shade, quite dark, and I'm going to do that on the outer half of the lid. So now that the outer half is done in the purple shade, I'm just going to take the brush and just zigzag it back and forth over that. Zigzag, very articulate. I'm going to blend the edge. I'm going to mirror what I did on the upper lid on the lower lid. So I'm going to take a makeup store smudge brush, and this is very similar to the NARS smudge brush. And I'm going to take the green shade and I'm going to run that along the inner half of the lower lash line. I'm going to take the purple again. So now I've decided to make the look a little bit more interesting. I think what I'll do is I'll take the pink shade, and I'll show you that once more. It's a medium pink shade, and I'm going to pop that in the center of the upper lid, just to catch the light. And I'm going to also do that on the lower lash line, exactly in the middle. This will create a false peak. So make the eyes look a little bit more prominent. I'm not being too neat with this look. I kind of like it when looks are a little bit grungy, a little bit messy. Now I'm going to take the gold shade wet and I'm going to run that along the inner tear duct. And I feel like that makes my eyes look a little bit wider, a little bit more wide set. Okay, so I've used quite a few colors on my lid. So I've decided to use a neutral crease color just to blend it into the brow bone highlight. And I've chosen Soba, and I'll show you Soba. This is my half-filled MAC palette. It's my neutral palette, and this is Soba here. So I'm just going to take Soba on my 217. I've just wiped it off. It's not clean, doesn't need to be. And I'm just going to dab off the excess, and I'm going to apply that through the crease to help blend the darker color so that we get a nice gradient. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to put on my brow highlight, and for that I'm going to use MAC Vanilla, and mine has been butchered. It's probably my oldest MAC eyeshadow, but it is the perfect brow highlight for me. And I'm going to place that just under my arch. I've gone ahead and done my other eye, and I've also cleaned up any fallout that I might have experienced. It was pretty minimal, but I've used my Bioderma Sensibio on a Q-tip just to clean up any fallout. I'm now going to apply some liquid liner on my top lash line, and for that I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Eye Booster. And I use a flat motion, so if I kind of try to go in this way, I find it very hard to see what I'm doing and I end up poking my eye out. So I go in flat and I just do dabbing motions around my lash line. Okay, now that I've done the liquid line on the top lash line, I'm going to tight line my upper lash line with a black Kohl pencil. And this is just so that you don't see any gaps of skin between the lashes. Now for my favorite part of this look, and almost every look, false lashes. They're my favorite thing, and I think they completely transform any look. The pair that I'm using today are the Shu Uemura Smoky Layers. And these have been used about 10 times, so they're not looking completely fresh, but they're still perfect for use. So the first thing I'll do is curl my lashes and apply mascara. And the reason that I do this before applying the lashes is because Shu Uemura lashes cost an arm and a leg in Australia, and I'm trying to make them last for as long as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Then I'm going to take my lashes and I'm going to apply these with a Shu Uemura eyelash applicator. And you can easily use tweezers for this job. I just happen to own this and I think it's nice. I don't think it's, you know, a necessity. And I'm just going to lower the lashes onto the lash line. And it doesn't matter if you get it right the very first go. Now that my eyelashes are applied and my eye makeup is complete, I'm ready to move on to my under eye concealer. And today I'm using the Armani Precision Retouch. And this is in shade 3. Into the inner corner. And extending a little bit upwards, as I find that I get a little bit of shadow there. And I'm just going to use my fourth finger and blend this. To set my concealer and also to help migration of my eye makeup, I'm going to apply my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I think I've been on this pot for something like 3 years. I'm not the biggest fan of blush, so instead of using blush today on my cheeks, I'm going to do a little bit of a contour. And for this, I'm going to use the Kevin Aucoin Sculpting Powder in medium. So you just put a little bit on the short end and you swipe down. The final step to this look, and keeping with the YSL theme, is a YSL lip gloss. And this is in Gloss Volupte. I am likely butchering that pronunciation. And this smells amazing. I'm not sure if it's candy or if it's roses. I think it might be roses, but I love the smell. And that's the final look, guys. I'm going to take out my hair. And I'm also going to zoom in a bit so you can get a closer look at the eye makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys next time. See you later. Babe, I'm trying to do eyeliner. It's hard for me to do eyeliner when you're wiggling your bum. I'm gonna upload that onto YouTube. I am going to upload that onto YouTube.